Kitty and Biddy and the Dreamy Cloud Garden. Once upon a dreamy afternoon, when the sky was painted in soft swirls of pink and lavender, two curious kittens were lounging in the backyard of their cozy little home, staring up at the sky with sleepy smiles. Kitty, the pastel pink kitten with ocean blue eyes, was lying on her back, paws resting on her tiny yellow satchel. Her fluffy tail curled like a question mark as she gazed at the clouds. Next to her sat Biddy, her chubby blue-furred brother with his silly yellow cap drooping over his glasses. He was chewing on a sandwich while trying to figure out if one of the clouds looked like a fish or a shoe. "I wonder what it would be like," Kitty murmured dreamily, "to float up and nap on the clouds." Biddy blinked. What if the clouds were made of marshmallows or mashed potatoes? Kitty giggled. "Mashed potatoes, Biddy?" "Well, I'm hungry," Biddy shrugged, patting his belly. Just then, a cool breeze brushed their whiskers. Kitty sat up. Her ears twitched. Something was different. The wind smelled like sweet vanilla and rose petals. Soft chimes rang through the air, like lullabies playing from the clouds above. "Do you hear that?" Kitty asked, standing up on her hind legs. Biddy tilted his head. "It's coming from the sky." Suddenly, a beam of soft golden light shone down on them. The air shimmered around their paws. Before they could even say whiskers, a fluffy white cloud swooped down from the sky and gently scooped them up. Up into the sky. Kitty and Biddy floated higher and higher, past butterflies, birds, and drifting dandelion seeds. The wind whispered around them like a lullaby, and Biddy's cap flew off his head. Kitty caught it midair and popped it back on. "Are we dreaming?" Biddy asked, clutching his satchel of half-eaten snacks. "If we are, I don't want to wake up," Kitty whispered with a sparkle in her eyes. Soon the kittens arrived in a magical world above the clouds, a place no kitten had ever seen before. Welcome to the Dreamy Cloud Garden, the garden above the world. The cloud they landed on was soft and bouncy, like cotton candy. All around them, clouds in different shapes drifted lazily. Some looked like kittens, others like cupcakes, stars, and storybooks. But what caught their eyes most were the singing flowers. Giant flowers grew out of the cloud floor. Lavender tulips that hummed lullabies, rosy bells that chimed with every breeze, and glowing blue daisies that sparkled with magic. Biddy sat down with a plop. "These flowers sing better than you, Kitty." Kitty playfully swatted his ear. "Shh, listen." A voice, light as air, greeted them. "Welcome, dream visitors." The kittens turned to see a shimmering cloud sprite floating towards them. She had wings like moonlight and eyes like stars. "My name is Zafira," she smiled, "and you are the kind-hearted ones chosen by the Dream Garden." Kitty gasped. "The Dream Garden?" Zafira nodded. "This is where dreams grow. Every flower here holds a child's dream. We care for them so they grow bright and peaceful. But something is wrong." "Trouble in the garden." Zafira guided them to a patch of wilting flowers. Their petals drooped and a misty fog curled around them. "These are wilting dreams," she said sadly. "They belong to children who are scared, worried, or sad. If we can't heal them in time, their dreams may turn into nightmares." Kitty looked at the flowers with wide eyes. "We have to help." Biddy gulped. "Nightmares? Maybe I'll wait back at the marshmallow cloud." But Kitty tugged his paw. "Come on, Biddy, we're here for a reason." Just then, a bellflower shivered and whispered, "Help me! Help me!" The kittens were pulled into the flower's glowing center, and in a flash, they found themselves inside a new world. Everything was fuzzy and blue, like a half-remembered memory. They saw a little girl crying in her bed, clutching her blanket. A teddy bear lay under her bed, just out of reach. "She's having a sad dream," Kitty whispered. The moment they stepped forward, they became dream-sized, tiny enough to fit under the bed. "Let's get that teddy," Kitty said, crawling in. Biddy sneezed as dust puffed up. "Couldn't this dream come with a vacuum?" With teamwork, they pulled out the teddy, brushed off its fluff, and climbed up onto the bed, placing it gently in her arms. Her smile appeared like sunshine breaking through clouds. The room shimmered with warmth. Just like that, the flower in the garden bloomed again, brighter and happier than before. The second dream, the rainy school day. Back in the garden, another flower called to them. They jumped in. This time, they landed in a dream full of gray rain and umbrellas. A little boy stood alone on the sidewalk, watching the other kids play. "He's feeling left out," Biddy said softly. Kitty patted over to the boy. "Hello, want to play?" The boy looked up, startled, then smiled. Suddenly, clouds parted and the rain turned to sparkling drops. Biddy brought out a glowing dream ball and the boy laughed as they kicked it around. The kittens filled the dream with friendship, and when it ended, another flower bloomed back in the garden. A surprise gift from the garden. Zafira returned, her eyes glowing with joy. "You've helped 2 dreams already, but the biggest one remains, the heart flower." They followed her to the center of the garden. There, standing taller than all the others, was a silvery flower with its petals tightly closed. "This flower belongs to a child who feels forgotten," she said sadly. "Can you help?" Kitty looked at Biddy. He gave a sleepy nod. Inside the heart flower dream, they saw a little girl sitting alone in the kitchen, a tiny cupcake in front of her. One candle flickered. No one else was there. "She's dreaming about a birthday without anyone," Kitty whispered, heart aching. Biddy reached into his satchel. He had just the thing. He pulled out a sparkly sticker, a streamer, and a tiny cat whistle. They decorated the kitchen in rainbow colors. Kitty sang a soft birthday song while Biddy danced with the balloon. Suddenly, the room lit up. Dream versions of friends and family appeared, clapping and hugging her. Her face lit up with joy. Back in the garden, the heart flower burst open, golden sparkles flying everywhere. Zafira floated down, misty-eyed. "You've done something truly magical. You've reminded the garden how beautiful dreams can be when kindness is shared." A gift for the kittens. Zafira led Kitty and Biddy to a glowing pool at the edge of the Dreamy Cloud Garden. "In thanks for your help," she said, "the Dream Garden grants you both a gift." 2 petals floated down, one pink, one blue. Kitty's pink petal shimmered. "You now carry the sparkle of happy dreams. Wherever you go, you'll bring peace and wonder." Biddy's blue petal floated to his nose. "And you, dear Biddy, have the power to make others laugh even in their darkest dreams." Biddy sneezed again. "Great! A magical runny nose!" Kitty giggled. "You're a dream clown now." Home on a cloud. The cloud that brought them rose from the mist. As Kitty and Biddy climbed on board, all the dream flowers waved gently in the breeze. "We'll come back and help again," Kitty promised. "You'll always be welcome," Zafira smiled. As they floated down, stars twinkled and the world below glowed in slumber. Biddy was already snoring softly, holding a flower in one paw. Kitty looked out over the world and whispered, "Good dreams to all." Continuing their dream adventure. As Kitty and Biddy prepared to say goodbye to the Dreamy Cloud Garden, something caught Kitty's eye. A soft golden path woven between the petals of the singing flowers. "What's that?" she asked Zafira, tilting her head. Zafira floated closer, her wings glimmering like morning dew. "That is the path of sleepy wishes. It's where the dreams of animals live." "Animals dream?" Biddy asked, his glasses sliding down his nose. "Oh yes," Zafira nodded. "Kittens dream of chasing butterflies. Puppies dream of digging up hidden treasures. Even turtles dream of flying." Biddy blinked. "Turtles flying? That's ridiculous, but kind of awesome." Zafira giggled. "Would you like to visit the animal dreams?" Kitty clapped her paws. "Yes, please." They tiptoed along the golden path, each step lifting them into a new dreamscape. First, they entered a dream made of floating lily pads, twinkling stars, and soaring jellyfish. In the middle, a small turtle with glasses and a scarf stood on a cloud, nervously flapping a pair of makeshift cardboard wings. "Hi there," Kitty greeted gently. "What's your name?" "Terwin," the turtle said shyly. "I want to fly, but I'm afraid I'll fall." Biddy looked around. "Well, you're dreaming. You can do anything here." With Kitty's encouragement and Biddy's help creating a rainbow parachute made from dream fluff, Terwin leapt and soared. He flew in circles, giggling and shouting, "I'm a turtle bird!" Kitty laughed and waved. "Happy flying, Terwin!" Next, the kittens found themselves in a dream shaped like a park filled with soft clouds instead of grass. A small pug with a detective hat was sniffing around desperately. "I lost my favorite bone," the pug whined. "Let's find it," Biddy declared, pulling out a toy magnifying glass from his satchel. They split up and searched high and low, crawling under cloud bushes and poking into soft marshmallow flower beds. At last, Kitty found a bone wrapped in a sparkly ribbon under a cloud slide. The pug squealed with delight and hugged them both. "Thank you! You're the best detectives ever!" As they continued their journey, Kitty noticed a lonely owl perched on a tree made of stars. "Why are you all alone?" she asked gently. The owl hooted sadly. "Everyone in my forest went to bed, but I don't sleep at night. I dream during the day, and no one shares my dreams." Kitty sat beside him. "What if we dreamed with you right now?" They stayed with the owl, telling stories, playing dream tag, and drawing pictures in the air with stardust. The owl laughed and blinked happily. "I've never had such fun in my dreams," he whispered. "Thank you for staying with me." Biddy yawned. "I'm getting sleepy. In a dream? Is that even possible?" Kitty smiled. Maybe dreams have dreams too. Just when they thought they had seen it all, they stepped on a glowing bridge that led them to the Dream Carousel, a floating ride with dream animals and soft lullaby music playing in the background. Zafira joined them once more. "This is a gift to you, Kitty and Biddy, for bringing so much joy and healing to others' dreams." Biddy's eyes widened. "Can I ride the marshmallow zebra?" Kitty laughed and jumped on a sparkly winged kitten. The carousel spun slowly through the skies, over dream lakes and glowing cities made of clouds. It felt like floating on music. As they rode, they saw children smiling in their dreams, animals dancing under the moon, and sparkling dust raining gently from the stars. Kitty's bell jingled as she held on tight, and Biddy's cap nearly flew off again, but he caught it in time and cheered. Zafira's voice echoed softly. every dream you touched will now blossom. You've made the dream garden brighter than it's been in many moons." As the carousel gently slowed, Zafira offered the kittens one final gift, a stardust jar. This jar holds one free wish. Use it only when someone truly needs a dream to come true. Kitty held it gently. The jar glowed with soft pink and blue sparkles as if it recognized them. "Thank you," Kitty whispered. "We'll guard it well." Zafira bowed. "Now it's time for you to return. Your own dreams are waiting." Biddy looked around. "Can we come back?" Zafira smiled. "The dream garden is always open to hearts like yours." The cloud that brought them appeared again, its surface shimmering like moonlight on water. Kitty and Biddy climbed aboard, holding their new stardust jar between them. The flowers waved goodbye with their glowing petals, and the sky filled with the soft sounds of thank you lullabies echoing from every dream they had helped heal. Kitty leaned into her brother. "We did something magical today." Biddy yawned. "Let's dream it all again tomorrow." They closed their eyes as the cloud carried them gently down through the sky of soft wishes and peaceful snores toward their own cozy home below. The kittens woke up in their garden, curled up under a soft blanket. Kitty opened her eyes and saw a tiny flower petal glowing beside her pillow. She smiled. The sky was turning rosy with dawn, and birds began to chirp. Biddy rolled over. "Kitty." "Yes?" "Next time, let's dream about spaghetti clouds." Kitty giggled. "Okay, Biddy." They stretched, purred, and began a new day, ready to dream again that night. Moral of the story? Kindness, imagination, and love can turn even the darkest dreams into something beautiful. No act of help, big or small, is ever wasted in the Garden of Dreams. Thank you for watching Kitty and Biddy in the Dreamy Cloud Garden. We hope you enjoyed this magical bedtime adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more narrated stories, dreamy journeys, and heartwarming tales. Good night, and may all your dreams be filled with wonder.